2022 has been a real tough year for the stock market. And other markets too, like cryptocurrency, but also for the stock market. And we're in a bear market. When I'm recording this, we're in a bear market. And bear markets will end once stocks rise above 20% above their bottom, the previous low on the bottom. And we're not sure when the bottom is. But once it happens and rises 20%, that's when the bear market will end. And the average bear market's about 9.5 months in terms of that. So when might we see this bear market end? I'm going to give you some dates and the anticipation when the bear market might end. And you can kind of plan accordingly around that coming up. Welcome to the channel where we help you to learn fast so you can become a confident and successful investor. If that sounds good to you, hey, do consider hitting that subscribe button or checking out the free courses, things we have in the description. All right, so we're in the bear market right now. We officially went into a bear market on June 13th, 2022. Now we know in early January everything was kind of coming down or whatever. Really, we had our highest closing January 3rd, and it was on June 13th that we officially got below the 20%. Bottoming out, going down 20% to be in the official bear market territory. So we're recording this video, we're in bear market territory, and it could go lower too. So bear markets average about 9.5 months. So that would put us about, if we did the average, about March 30th of 2023, March or early April of 2023 to be officially out of the bear market, where basically we risen back up another 20% from wherever the low happens, going back up 20% will end the bear market. So we might be looking on average about 2023, March, April. Doesn't mean there's some things you can buy in between there. Some stocks will go up, some will go down, but that's the idea of the bear market. Now the longest bear market lasted 630 days or 21 months. And that was in 1973 and 1974. And what was happening then? That was the oil crisis, right? Inflation, Jimmy Carter was president, all that kind of stuff, that time period, oil embargo, all that stuff, was happening then. And that was, especially with inflation, was really a killer. That's what was happening then. So you might say to yourself, well, do you think we might have more of an average bear market length, or do you think we might have something longer? By the way, if we match the longest ever, that would take us out to March 13th, 2024. So think about that a little bit. And one of the challenges too facing us is we've got a lot of stuff going on that's got to clear itself up. We have some current inflation stuff going on that's pretty high inflation, supply chain issues, things related to the pandemic that are related to these supply chain issues, China shutting down regarding COVID at times. We still got COVID out there. We've got monkeypox now that might be coming. All this stuff, there's still a lot of global tension out there with Russia and Ukraine and China and Taiwan, and there's different things. I think we're going to see some oil crisis stuff, especially in Europe, because they were relying so much on oil from Russia, for example. So that might be a emerging crisis. Certainly there's a food crisis that's happening all around the world, particularly related to Russia and Ukraine. So stocks will overcome all this in time. The whole market will overcome this. I mean, the stock market survived World War II and the Cold War and World War I and all these things, the Great Depression, all this stuff was survived. Even in our more recent lifetimes, things like the Great Recession, 2008, 2009, survived that, and certainly survived the early days of COVID when the stock market really went down fast and then came back quickly too as well. I guess my point on all that is, this is the idea of average bear markets can last 9.5 months. Long one would be about 21 months. They could also even go shorter than that. I think we've got, as you start seeing some of these other things play out, that might be an indicator that we might be coming to the end of this bear market. And all throughout, keep investing, keep buying. You're buying low, especially if you're a long-term buy and hold type investor. Right now, hopefully we're buying low. It might go down lower, but the idea is we're buying now, as we regularly invest our money. And then as the market comes back and turns into a bull market, where it's risen above 20% above its previous low, ending the bear market, well, then we can see some outsized gains. And that's what's happened with me over time too. I've always kept investing throughout all time, sometimes more, sometimes a little, but the idea is always consistently kept investing. And again, if you're a buy and hold investor, then you have that long time horizon. If you're an active trader, like a day trader, the overall trend might be down or might be flattening or whatever, but you're still seeing opportunities with both rising and falling prices too. So it gives you an opportunity to actively trade in a more volatile market. So that's an idea. So maybe I'll see you in March of 2023, hopefully not 2024, and we'll celebrate the end of the bear market. Until then, I wish you all the best of luck in whatever market you're investing in.